It is recording. Okay, I think we are set up. So I'm Tracy Fernandez. Hi, everybody. And this is Caylin. Oh, wait, let me, hold on one sec. Let me spotlight our screen so it stays to us. Spotlight for everyone. Okay, I'm Tracy Fernandez. This is Caylin, and this is Chadin, right? Do you want to come say hi?
Hi, I'm Chadin.
Oh, hi, I'm Caylin.
And this is their mom.
Hi,
Nadine
my name is Nadine.
Kokubun, which I've known for, oh my gosh, forever, but we were not connected for many years, and now we are. She lives right outside our gate here in Mililani. So today we're going to be teaching these kids how to make spaghetti. And it's one of the first things, I believe, for dinner, besides like Simon and eggs, scrambled eggs, and Vienna sausage, that I learned how to make. Actually, my dad, Stephen Rosato, he taught me how to make spaghetti. So it's not his recipe, it's just a recipe, and you can do any recipe that you want, but you guys don't know how to make spaghetti, right? Well, after today, they are gonna know how to make spaghetti. So I am really excited to teach them how to make spaghetti. And we're gonna do two versions, okay? Hold on. Thank you for joining us, you guys.
Hi.
Okay, I was gonna
Guys.
mute everybody, but you can unmute, you can mute yourself, but if you want to talk, ask questions, or make comments or whatever, then just go ahead and unmute yourself, okay? Just so that way we can, not have too much background noise, so can hear it, all that good stuff. So we're gonna make two different versions, okay? We're gonna make one of the ground beefs, well, the whole recipe actually, in the TupperWave Stack Cooker, okay? And then we're going to make one. We're going to make one in the Tupperware Chef Series pot, okay? And we're gonna make the one in the Tupperwave Stack Cooker. That one is gonna be ground beef. And then the one in the pot is gonna be ground turkey, okay? So what we did was, we put 2 pounds of ground beef, and I taught them to use a kitchen scale. So you can get a postal kitchen scale, or you can get a food scale. So use the food scale, and you put your container on the food scale before you put your ingredients in, and then it'll be on 0. So we got 2 pounds of ground beef in there, and we'll just kind of smash it a little, and then I'm gonna have them chop up. Oh, I just thought of it. Okay, before we chop anything, we're gonna do this really quickly. At this, we're just gonna use the pasta maker, okay? So it comes in a eggplant color, and I can show you guys after. I have it on the shelf right over here, a new one, but I have my blue one from eons ago. So Tupperware's pasta maker is, oh my gosh, thebomb.com. I love this thing. And you can actually cook pasta in the TupperWave Stack Cooker, but I think we gotta push this down a little bit, yeah? But it cooks it so much faster in the pasta maker. So I always say Tupperware is so smart. We have fridge smart, we have a free smart line. We have a smart multi-cooker. And, you know, the features and benefits of Tupperware is unbelievable. So smart. Here you have, it's embedded on here, so it will never wash off. And it tells you how much pasta to use. And it tells you how much water to put. Whether you want one, I put my glasses on. I was looking at it, I was like, oh, I can't even see it. Okay, so whether you want 1 serving, 3 servings, or 5 servings. So usually I just do the 5 servings, okay? So it tells you, it has a line of where you put your pasta, and then it has the fill line for the water too, okay? So usually it is a 1 package, which this is
1 pound.
And it's so easy, you guys, and it makes the pasta perfect. It really does. So while you're prepping your recipe, whatever kind of pasta recipe, this pasta maker is for any pasta. So while you're prepping your food, your noodles can be cooking. See, the 1 pound goes up to the 5 serving line, okay? And then you're gonna put the water to here. You see that? You see that straight line? That's your pasta, and then your water goes to here, okay? And Nadine, I had Nadine fill out a wish list of things that she wanted, and pasta maker was on her list. So that's perfect. And then the kids will be able to make pasta, and yeah, you don't have to worry about them. You know, one thing good about why I'm teaching you guys 2 different ways today too is because you don't have to worry about kids turning on the stovetop or the oven and burning down the house, right? I love our Tupperware cooking systems because Nadine's putting the cover on, but I was going to tell you guys. So when you make pasta, the rule of thumb actually, when you cook in the microwave, you guys are listening, right? Yeah. The rule of thumb is, Tina Oscar, our business leader, taught me this and taught us this, and I might have known it before, but it didn't register until she said it. The rule of thumb is the way you cook it on the stovetop or in the oven is the way you're gonna cook it in the microwave. So pasta, if you cover it on the stovetop, it's gonna overflow, right? Same thing. If you put this cover on before you put it in the microwave, it's gonna overflow. So you're gonna cook this uncovered, and then this is to drain it. Like I said, Tupperware is so smart. So when you bring it out, you're gonna leave it in for like 13 minutes. Everybody's microwave is different, but it's about that, and then we can check it. And my dad taught me, the first time he taught me how to make spaghetti. How do you check pasta? You eat a piece. Nadine goes, you taste it. Yeah, you eat a piece, and if it's good, it's good. It's done, right? So anyways, the cover, it's so clever, right? It has an arrow. It says Tupperware on it. That's how you know it's Tupperware. But it has an arrow, and it shows you to put the arrow towards the holes, or in Hawaii, we call it pukas, right? So the pasta maker has one side only has holes. So that's where you're going to put the arrow, and then you're going to hold it closed. And then I'm not going to do it now because it's full of water, but you're going to tilt it forward, and then all of the water is going to come out. And you really, I brought the strainer colander out, but you really don't need a strainer colander because when you're going like that, all the water comes out. So we're going to put it in for 13 minutes for starters. So that way we can prep all of this. And usually I have 2 microwaves, but one of them recently broke. So we are working with 1 microwave right now. And I thought of buying another one yesterday, but I didn't. But I'm gonna buy another one soon because I like having 2. Because when I'm doing these cook with me's, or if we have people over and I'm cooking rice or pasta or something else, I can cook another thing too, right? And I'm all about, that's why I want to teach the kids how to cook, what you call.
Okay, make a comment.
I'm all about set it and let it. I'm all about set it and let it, okay? Oops,
She says, hi, Auntie.
hold on. Whoever got on just a little while ago, welcome. We're happy to have all of you guys. We're so excited. Okay, so we got our pasta going. We're going to do well, let's prep the meat so we can get ready to cook the meat. Where do oh here. 1 onion. Okay, so let's see.
Oh, there I am. I'm on Zoom. Hello, everybody. Hi, honey.
Hi.
I just figured out how to do this. So cute.
Nadine, is that your family? Muriel?
Yes.
Say hi. Say hi, you guys.
Hi, Archie.
Are you guys comfortable using a knife? Yeah? Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Cut the onions.
Well, we're gonna use our chopper we're gonna use our choppers, Tupperware choppers to chop the onions, but you need it quartered. So you come over here and then where's our other chopper? Okay, so you're gonna cut the ends. Be careful now. And everybody wash their hands. I did teach them to wash their hands. Yeah, okay, so what you do with this one, I don't know. Let me see. Then let's just cut that part off. Oh, yeah. And then what you're gonna do is you take the first layer off. Okay.
Wash your hands.
So I caught them, yeah, of course, wash your hands. And then you got your first layer off? And then also, yep, I did it. I think wait, right here I got some maybe. Sorry. Okay, so when you use the Tupperware Supersonic, you're going to have your vegetables in quarters. So I'm having them quarter it. That's good. Now, when you use this Tupperware, oh my gosh, you didn't look. When you use this Tupperware supersonic or our choppers, you have to be careful, okay? Because they are sharper than razor blades, all right? So always be very careful because we don't want finger foods, right? When you're putting your food in and when you're using it, when you're not using it, just be careful. There's a blade cover when you're not using it, but when you are using it and you're putting your food in, you want to be careful. And when you're washing it, just, yeah, again, we don't want finger foods. Yes. Okay. So I don't think we're gonna need this anymore. Move that on the side. And then. Is this recording like up?
I'm sharing those. You just share.
Okay, so can you guys see? Oh, you know what? You need to try. Move the computer all the way back to the, yeah. Or maybe we gotta move the stand back a little bit. Yeah, that would be
How
good
about
actually. Yeah, maybe that too. And then turn it this way. Okay. Is that good?
Yeah.
Can you see both of them though? Okay. Yeah, so what you're gonna do is, yes, you hold it. And I actually like to put the onions in the Vitamix.
Right on, so cool.
Just in the Vitamix today. We're using just the maybe you said that was fun. It is fun. Just the not that you like social media everyone.
She's so cute.
Because I want it to be really small actually. What was I gonna say? Oh, I like to put the vegetables in the Vitamix, but we're going to use the supersonic chopper today. Okay, let me see. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Okay, I want it a little bit more, so like this. Well, he's gonna do this. Good. I think that's good. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, I always say that you don't have to cry over chopping an onion anymore because you're using the
Can we get one of those?
chopper and oh, did I show you guys? Look. Hey. So that was one whole onion. Oops. Juices and all. Onions flying all around. Okay, now Shading can do his. And then we're also going to use some garlic. Oh, garlic powder too. Or one, two. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's show you the short facts. We'll talk the fact. Huh? Okay, that was a blooper.
They're having so much fun. So cute.
Oh no, sometimes it gets stuck. Let me see. There we go. Okay, let me move this. Using our kitchen shears to cut packages. These kitchen shears, guys, TupperWave kitchen shears, I love them. They come apart for easy cleaning, and I use them to cut all my packages. I use them to cut vegetables and food and meat, and they are amazing, guys. I love them. They're so good. I have one that I use in the living room. I have one that I use in the kitchen, and I like to keep one in my bag. In my office, they're really good shears. Every household needs like 2 or 3. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, show everybody what you did. Wow, that was so fast, right?
Nice.
She wants to see for Christmas. You can cook for her.
She said she wants that for Christmas. Okay, okay, so let's see. Put your onion.
The onion in here.
Put your onion in here. Oh. Okay, and then you can chop the. So there's a big chopper and there's a small chopper. Okay, so you could just put the onion and the garlic together, but I wanted to show them and you guys, both of them. It's the same cover. Okay. So the big one's good for. Go ahead. The big one's good for salsa, guacamole, dips, lean proteins that you can make salads with, any kind of vegetables. Oh, and crab.
Not you.
What's that onion? Oh,
Let me see.
Thanks.
A little bit more.
Nice.
So, I want to do a little bit of celery because the recipe for the dry onion soup mix, which we're not using dry onion soup mix, we're just adding some ingredients of our own instead. What? You guys?
Sure,
Ah,
you're
yes.
What?
gonna punch in her face soon.
No, I'm not. Okay, so we're gonna use half of that garlic, oh, sorry, half in here. And then half in the pot. And then, like I said, the, okay, careful now, the microwave just went off, so either way, if you're gonna put it back in, you wanna put new water in it, so you're gonna drain it anyway. Okay, so always when you take anything out of the microwave, you have to be careful. like I said, Tupperware is so smart, and we have stay cool handles, but still it's very, very hot. It's equivalent to the heat of cooking on the top of the stove top or in the oven. Okay, so because basically you could cook anything in the microwave 1/3 amount of time than you would on the stovetop or the oven, right? Anyways, it's very hot, so you want to be careful, okay? So I'm gonna have Chadin chop up a little bit of celery because celery is healthy and it tastes good, and we're gonna add it to our ground beef, and I think one stick is good enough. And of course, we're going to go ahead, you can do that one. Store our fruits, vegetables, and cheese in our fridge smart. So we keep it fresh, and I love the vertical fridge smart because it's for your fruits and vegetables that grow standing up. They store, keep fresh better standing up. I also love the vertical fridge smart because it fits on the refrigerator door, and it doesn't take up too much space in the refrigerator. Although all fridge smarts are modularized, so they don't take up too much space. I hope you can hear me with that chocolate going. But anyways, that's our fridge smart. Is gonna be try it? Yeah. Okay, so there's our celery. So there's our celery, guys. Okay, so we're gonna go half and half in here, half in the pot. Make sure all the water's out though. So half in here and half in there. Yeah, so just gauge it. You don't have to like, totally measure it. Okay. And then let's see. So we put onion. We're doing our DIY onion soup mix, or adding seasonings instead of using the soup mix. And then we're not doing that with our spaghetti sauce today, but it's all good, right? So let's see. Oh, we want to put a little bit of better than bouillon. Yeah.
It's actually kind of good. Stop. 13 minutes.
So the one we're making on the stovetop, like I said, is the ground turkey. And then the one that we're making in the TupperWave Stack Cooker is beef. So we're just put a little bit of the better than bouillon. Okay. This one is the chicken. And then this one is the better. Do you guys use this? I love this. Better than bouillon for your stock, for your beef stock, vegetable stock, chicken stock. And then they my auntie Tootsie was saying one time when I was making something, she said they had a garlic one. I haven't tried that one yet, but I want to buy that one day. Okay, so we're gonna put that in there. And then what else? A little bit of parsley. We got some parsley in the Tupperware spice shakers. So we'll put a little
Oh,
bit
they
of
got
that,
spice shakers.
put some in there. And then also a little bit of paprika. Chico. Shake some into my hand. The top part is a little clunky. I don't know why. Oh, in fact, who was doing the, oh, Amanda Gavin, she was doing the recipe the other day and she said, I didn't even know that. I don't think I've ever heard that before. So I'm gonna go to the pot. I don't know if you guys can see me, but she said to put the seasoning in your hand and rub it together to wake it up. I was like, oh, I know. Okay. So now we just have to mix that up a little, and then we can go ahead and cook that. Okay. Who wants to do which one? This one? Okay. Actually, that one I would say when I was cooking with my mother-in-law, when I was like 20, she was teaching me how to make her famous baked beans. And she said, okay, mix it up. And I was like, oh, where's the spoon or whatever? Because I wasn't that familiar with their kitchen yet. And she said, oh no, you mix it with your hand. And I was like, huh? And she was like, yeah, you mix it with your hand. And that's how you put some love into the recipe. So
Yep.
mix it with your hand. That one is in a pot. This was in a pot. So I would say just mix them with the what you call it.
Kids, so lucky. So clumsy.
Okay, for the TupperWave Stack Cooker, we use the strainer colander piece, okay? I don't know where my blue one went right now. So I was like, oh, well, I'll just use this beige one. This is the original color, you guys, from over 30 years ago, like 35, however long the stack cooker's been around, over 30 years. Anyways, got the strainer colander and then the 3-quart. So you're gonna put that in the strainer colander so that way while it's cooking, the grease is draining. And then you're just gonna clean out that bottom part after, put the ground beef in there with the sauce and then put it back in. So you only cook the ground beef for 10 minutes. No, I'm sorry, not 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And then you stir it. And you'll probably have to put it back for another 5. But it depends on your microwave. Everybody's microwave is different. If you have a brand new powerful microwave, this 2 pounds of excuse me, ground beef may cook in 5 minutes. Okay, so bring your ingredients from the bottom like this. Bring your food from the bottom so that the seasoning. Oh, we forgot to put salt and pepper. You want to grab it? Maybe right there. So gotta put a little bit of salt and pepper in and mix them again. So did you show them the noodles? Check this out, you guys. We forgot to show it to you guys. So the noodles, 13 minutes, and they are perfectly done. Done.
Wow.
You don't even have to have a strainer colander. Isn't that cool?
That's
And
cool.
the kids do it. But again, they just have to be careful, especially if they're going to drain it themselves. But it's done.
That's
Set
cool.
it, and that's my kind of cooking. Okay, you put salt and pepper in a pot. Oh. And then you could just keep it covered until everybody's ready to eat. It's very, very hot still, so you're good with that. And then we're gonna put this one in the microwave for 5 minutes. And then when you wash your hands after you touch the hamburger, the ground beef, you want to use the regular dishwashing soap because it'll get all the oil off your hand instead of the hand soap, because the hand soap doesn't work really for oil that way. Okay. So like I said, we are yeah. Kaylin said it's so much oil. That's why it's good to cook it in a stack cooker. Because when you cook it on the stove top, you are cooking it in the oil. Some people drain it, some people don't, right? But this way in the stack cooker, it's draining while it's cooking. And I believe that was the 90%, you know, it's like not, it's like the standard one, but there is quite a bit of oil in that. So when I went to Costco yesterday to buy the ingredients, I forgot to look if they have French bread, which I think they do. I think they have like a bag that has the sub sandwich kind. I was gonna buy that, but I completely forgot. And then I was gonna go last night and I did not, because I was at my friend Enid's granddaughter's graduation party. And do you know that Foodland, for all of you in Hawaii, Foodland closes early now. They close at 9 o'clock. Did you know that? So I was still at the party. So anyways, I was with one of my friends, Tammy, and I was telling her, do you think Walmart has, I could have gone to Safeway, but then I would have had to backtrack. But I was like, do you think Walmart has French bread? And I was telling her what I was doing. And she's like, Tracy, do what we did when we were kids. Just use what you have. And I was like, okay. And she said, and I was thinking about that earlier too, because I forgot the bread. Right? I was thinking about it when I was a kid. I loved to eat spaghetti sandwich, right? Put the spaghetti in the bread. And my auntie, she's going like that. And then eat the sandwich. And she goes, teach them spaghetti sandwich. And I was like, oh my God, I was thinking about that earlier. Have you guys eaten a spaghetti sandwich before? Well, they're gonna eat a spaghetti sandwich today. Spaghetti sandwich, you don't even, I think I remember, we don't even toast the bread. We just put the spaghetti in. Well, I would put a little bit of butter and put the spaghetti in the bread, right, Auntie? We don't even toast it. You just eat them one fresh piece of bread. But I don't know how fresh my bread is.
That was our French bread.
So yeah, that was our French bread, right? Regular bread, or like this one, I have the the buns from the other day, right? So it's getting
Hot dog bun, hamburger bun.
but like our bread that was not as soft, and now when you put inside the oven, so that way, you know, your little bit old bread, you make them into French bread, and then you can't tell that it was old, right? But these are actually, this one has been a little while, but feels kind of soft too. Anywho, I do not want to turn the oven on today, so they can eat, you know, like how I said, spaghetti sandwich without toasting the bread or putting it in the oven. But I do not want to turn the oven on today because it's already hot.
It's
And
hot.
this kitchen is hot. Even though you're cooking in the microwave, it does make the kitchen a little hot, not as much as when you turn the oven on, but I can feel the heat from the top of the stovetop right now
Stovetop.
too. So I do not want to turn the oven on, and that's one benefit. There's 1,000. I gotta say, you guys, TupperWave Stack Cooker is one of my favorite products, but I am so in love with the MicroPro grill. You could do anything and everything in it. It's a whole nother demonstration, so maybe I'll cook with them. We're thinking of cooking once a month. I suggested it when they first came, and Caylin was like, I don't know about that, but I think she's really enjoying it now, so she may change her mind. But Shaden said he wants to do it, so I want to do it too. I want to once a month teach these kids how to cook. And can you imagine? You're 14, right? How old are you? 12. Can you imagine if we do this once a month for like ever? By the time they're adults, they are gonna know how to cook.
Chef.
And I was like, wow, I was thinking about it. And I was like, wow, I wish somebody did that to me or with me. That would be so awesome, right?
That's
So
awesome.
I'm about set it, let it, and I'm about easy cooking. So the grill, let me just tell you guys at least two things. One is if you like your steak medium rare, you put a steak in here. Nadine was here last time I did the I did poke bombs and poke bowls. We made steak because Lewis brought steak because he wanted to see the the MicroPro grill in action. So if you want your steak medium rare, one steak in here, a little bit salt and pepper, put it on the grill position. You can grab it, be careful, okay? Okay, so our 5 minutes for the first ground beef is done. So we want to just stir it. He's gonna put it over here. We want to stir it. Anyways, if you want your steak medium rare, little bit salt and pepper, and then 7 minutes at done. And it's as if you grilled it outside. If you want to grill fish, then fish is 5 minutes. And the fish, you know how they sell fillets of fish, mahi, salmon. You put 1, 2, 3 in the grill position. 5 minutes, you guys, it's done. That is so amazing. So anyways, we're gonna grill our bread in here because I do not want to turn the oven on. Of course, I have a toaster too, but we like it grilled. So just put a little bit butter, and then we're gonna grill our bread, but we need to finish, like, you know, I only have the one microwave now, so we have to finish our ground beef first. So Caylin is just stirring that up. That's good. Just even it out. And then we'll put it back in for 5 minutes. Okay. 5 more minutes, then it should be done. This microwave that.
So Tracy, does it brown the meat also?
Yeah, it browns the meat. Actually, I'm going to show you guys when it's done. And I was telling Nadine before, and that those of you that follow watching my lives and stuff, and my cook with me, that's how I brown my ground beef, and usually my ground turkey too is in the TupperWave Stack Cooker, so that way it's draining while it's cooking. Okay, so we can prepare our this but yeah, I've been cooking my ground beef like that for over 20 years. So this ground turkey is done. That one was a little less than 2 pounds. And we'll go ahead and add the sauce. And like I said on the recipe, you can do it yourself and make your own sauce. Spaghetti sauce. Maybe you have a family, a family recipe that's been around for years. Or what I do is I Google recipes. The top recipes or anything that you Google, the top that comes out are the most popular and the most viewed. So usually I would look at like anything that I'm making new. I would look at like 3 recipes, and then according to what ingredients I have and according to what flavors my family likes, then I'll come up with my own recipe. But maybe you have a family recipe that you love, and or you can come up with your own by doing research, and or easy for today, you use Mr. Prego.
I love it. I love it.
And sometimes that's just the way it goes, right? That's what we're doing for today. That's not how I learned. And my dad taught me to make it from scratch. And when I did this, when the pandemic first started, I was doing cooking classes with kids on Zoom, Facebook Live. Right now we're on Facebook Live. Sorry, I'm kind of like on the side, you guys, blocking his way. But I started doing cooking classes, right? And everybody was on lockdown across the country. So my Auntie Ronnie, which is one of my mom's best friends, she said, your dad didn't teach you the bottle recipe because we didn't use bottle recipe back then. We used to make everything from scratch back then.
Yeah.
So that's why he taught me, you know, the real way to make spaghetti, right? But out of convenience, and you know, I'm about
Nowadays,
easy.
it's not
quick.
practical.
Sometimes we don't have time, but it
Yeah.
costs you guys nowadays, especially. I mean, it was already really bad before the pandemic, but especially now, you guys, it costs so much money to eat out. So, you know, sometimes, you know, a lot of families, parents are working 1, 2, 3 jobs, or at their one job, they're working, you know, I hear some moms are working 16 hours, and it's like, oh my God, on top of that, you need to be a mother and a wife and, you know, a child of
Everything else.
God. And it's like, it's a lot. So sometimes convenience is what it is, right? And also when the kids are going to do it, then that may be the way to
Better
go.
yet.
You know, if you're going to spend a whole Sunday afternoon cooking, then it's fine to do things from scratch. But anyways, let's put some sauce in there. We may use the whole bottle, but let's put half for now and see how that looks. And then I love my add-ons. So I do have some add-ons. Now, it's taking time to do this right now because I'm explaining everything, and I am, you know, taking the time to stop and teach them and all that. But seriously, oh, I think we could put more sauce. Yeah, put the whole bottle. Put the rest of the bottle. Seriously, okay. So when you take your containers out of the microwave, also, you have to be careful because it's very hot, and you always want to take the cover away from you, not towards you, and not by your hands, because you do not want to burn your hands. Trust me, I've done it a couple times and it's so sore. You don't want to burn your hands. I have the kind above, maybe pot holders if you like. Yeah. So you don't want to burn your hands or your face because the steam is really, really hot. Now, like I said, it's taking a long time because I'm talking and stopping and explaining, and I didn't have everything out and ready. But when you're doing this without doing all of that, you guys can make a pasta dinner in no time, like really. And like I was saying, I follow this guy, David Tasaka. So next time you always want to take it off this. So it's so I follow this gentleman, David Tasaka, and he's the frugal ninja. And oh my gosh, you guys, he like actually keeps track of how much things cost. Do you know that it costs 5 to 10 times to eat out nowadays? So if you're to spend money on a pasta dinner that you could make in like 15 minutes, you're gonna spend 5 to 10 times more. And this is gonna feed so many people, right? It just, I cannot express the value of cooking at home. So Nadine just went, because it smells good, right? It does look good. So let me show you guys this really quickly. There's the ground beef done. And then this is, that real quick. Yeah. So the ground turkey, it really does not have a lot of fat content. It had a little bit of liquid. I didn't even drain it. That's like juice. So I just left it. That'll give the spaghetti a little bit more flavor. But this one, I don't want this one in my, and when I saw this over 20 years ago, you guys, the first time, that's why I started cooking my ground beef in the TupperWave Stack Cooker because of this. Can you move that down a bit?
That it drains.
But I want to show you guys how much.
That's cool, Tracy.
Can you
That's so
see how
cool.
much is in there, Auntie? Can you see how much oil that is?
That's a lot of oil.
It is. Can you guys see that on this camera? I have 2 cameras going. Tammy, can you see that? Or Jeanette, can you see this? How much oil there is? It is a lot. Like, let me show you guys how much. Ooh, doesn't that look good? So this is our measuring pitcher. It's made out of the same material as the TupperWave Stack Cooker, what we're using to cook. So oil, gravy, butter will just wash right off. So I didn't even think of this. We're gonna tell you guys how much oil that is. Oh my God. Of course that is juices and flavors, but we don't need that. We really don't. Can you just
That's not
rinse that?
healthy.
Okay, so that's almost 2 cups of oil, you guys, for 2 pounds of ground beef. And that is why I cook my ground beef in the TupperWave Stack Cooker, because it is. Ooh, I gotta show you guys this one. This is the one we made on the stovetop. It's done. Well, we're gonna bring it to a boil. Doesn't that look great?
It does. It's delicious.
Okay, so we're gonna cover that. Oh, this, okay, so now we're just rinsing the Tupperware Stack Cooker. And then we'll go ahead and empty the ground beef into the stack cooker. So here,
Nice.
and then put this one in there. Yeah, I think you can put the book. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's see. So I do have some mozzarella cheese already shredded and some Mexican style cheese already shredded. But really quickly, because that has to cook. Oh, and we want to do a little bit of bread. I want to show you guys the bread really quickly. So let's do the bread. What? Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys. We'll just use these. We'll use 4 buns. So really, when you're making even
Right on.
burgers at home, you can make it like restaurant style. You don't need to turn on the oven, or you don't need to own an oven. Some people don't own an oven, right?
Casey, a toasted bread too?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the micro grill. Oh, one of my sons went to Home Depot, Dylan. He saved the day. He just walked in. That is too funny. He just
He's a hero.
I just went like that. Here. Okay, so when you're making hamburgers at home and stuff, you can be all fancy with the micro grill because it also acts like a toaster. The micro grill is actually a toaster, a grill, a griddle, a frying pan, a piece of bakeware for your microwave. So you're just going to, oh, and you can put a little bit, can you pass me the garlic salt, please? Bottom. Yeah. So, this. You can use garlic salt, garlic powder, whatever. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this. My friend owns this company, 4J's, and this is her gourmet sea salt garlic flavor. Oh my gosh, it's so good, you guys. But anyways, just sprinkle a little bit of that on it. And then you're gonna put it in the casserole position for 3 minutes. And then, like I said, you could be fancy when you make burgers and stuff, and you can have grilled buns, okay? So let's just put that in here for 3 minutes. Gosh, I'm really needing those 2 microwaves right now. But that's okay. This one is on the stove top. It is boiling and simmering, and it smells so good. I'm sorry, you guys. I won't be able to read the chats till later. So because we have the computer a little back and then the phone is over there. So there's no way I can read comments or chats right now. I have to read it later and we have a bunch of chats. But okay, so we're gonna put this one back in, but see how easy, you guys, and how fast. So spaghetti, chili, taco dinner night with your ground beef, different stews like hamburger curry. What else?
If you can find the garlic better than bouillon, mix it with butter. Best garlic bread ever.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay, so-
seriously, best.
Oh, I did want to show you guys this too, because I do have the packaged cheeses and that's more for convenience. But I also love to do this. And I wanted to show them really quickly, just so they know about this. Here, we'll do 2 different ones so you guys can see.
Future chefs in the making. That's so cool.
Okay, let me show you guys this really quickly because I love this. Okay, so I love regular cheese. Like I said, I do have those bags for convenience, but on a regular basis, I always have block cheese. And I have, here. Oh, I don't know what that is. Where's the shears? Okay, I got it. Okay, now the micro grill, you do have to use pot holders because that grill goes from zero to 450 degrees in 3 minutes, you guys, and it's metal. So like I said, that's a whole nother demonstration. But
Wow.
you do have to use pot holders for that, to grab it and also to open it because it is very hot. Bring your pot holders. Okay. Three minutes, and you have your garlic bread. So I'm also about. Wait.
Is it toasted already?
Huh?
Is it toasted already?
Yes.
Wow.
And it is done.
That is cool.
It's as if you put it in the oven. Oh my God, it's so good, you guys. Okay, so I'm about this cheese because it actually costs
Wow.
less and it tastes so much better and it's healthier for you. It is just cheese pretty much, where this has a lot of different ingredients that we don't really need. So again, using my Tupperware shears, which is the best shears in the whole wide world. I'm gonna pretend. Okay, so this is our Fusion Master, and this is what we use to shred cheese. Okay, and for this one, we're going to use the one that has a little bit bigger holes or pukas, like we call it in Hawaii, and Chadin said this is what they use at the restaurant. It's true. Okay, so
Yeah.
then, wait, actually, you want it to go this way. Okay. And it has a whole bunch of different top attachments. We're using the shredder grater right now. And then you're just gonna cut your cheese the way you want it to fit it in here. And then you have a food pusher. And then you need a Tupperware. Not any kind of bowl, gotta be Tupperware. Like, just
Gotta
not-
be,
Yeah, I'm just kidding. You need a bowl
gotta be.
to put, so that when you grate your food that you're grating, so you could do fruits, vegetables, cheese, and different foods. So that way it's going into your container, your Tupperware bowl. This is actually a one-to-layer bowl that, gosh, I've had this in my kitchen forever. And this is the first invention of Tupperware, the one-to-layer bowl. And we still sell it today. That says something very good about our product. So you're gonna go like this, and then you're going to go like this. Oh wait, I'm sorry. You gotta lock this to the counter. And oh my gosh, you guys, it locks so good that the first time I ever used it, I was like trying to figure out what I was doing. And I didn't realize that I needed to turn this back to get it off the counter. And I thought it was stuck. I was like, oh my God, what if this is really stuck to my counter?
Permanent crater.
But then all you have to do is unlock it, then it comes right off. But it's really stuck, like it will not move. So all you do is you do this. I know, check it out, try it. And kids can do it too.
Wow. Wow.
Yes. And there's I don't know if you have it right now, but sorbet, there's a meat grinder, so you can do your own sausages. And you can grind your own beef, chicken, any kind of protein.
Ooh.
So again, you save a lot of money. There's not all of the extra preservatives. And like if you're doing your own beef, you could use a good piece of beef. And I'm telling you, when you taste it, you could taste the difference, right? But I want to show you guys this one too, because to me, this is the really impressive one. So once I tried this one time, you guys, then I here.
Okay, wait.
You're gonna be hungry right now.
Yeah.
Are you guys starving?
Yes.
Me too. I know. I don't even think. Did I eat today? I don't even think I ate today. Oh, I ate a little bit. That's right. I ate a little bit fish and poi from Enid's granddaughter's graduation party. That's right. I ate a little bit fish and poi earlier, but oh gosh, it's already 2:15, you guys. I was thinking we would have this Zoom like an hour, so I'm sorry that we're going a little bit over my predicted time. But we're almost pow. I wanted to show you guys this one because this is, of course, cheddar cheese is not that hard. But once I tasted this, you guys, I'm like, wow, I am never going back. So
Wow.
this is the bigger one, yeah, like I said. Okay. So so hot. We have two fans totally blowing on us. I hope that it's not too loud, but this is the smaller one. This is the finer one, all right? And once I tried this years ago, you guys, I said, oh my gosh, I'm never going back. So I buy this Parmesan cheese, right? It's the aged one. And
Yeah.
it's very expensive.
That's
but
the
it
best.
is so delicious, you guys. And usually I have it in my fridge more. I don't know why I have it. Basically, it stays fresh in any Tupperware. But it's very, very hard. So if you're gonna try to grate it yourself, it's like hard to do actually. But with this, with our Fusion Master, OMG, it is not hard to do. And once you taste this, you never want to eat any different Parmesan cheese. And like I said, it's expensive, but it's
There's no comparison to fresh
Every
grated
penny.
cheese.
huh?
No comparison to fresh grated cheese.
Yes, there is no comparison. My auntie's right. Okay, so I did several, so you guys can both do it. Go ahead. If it was different, it's a little harder. Yeah. No, I have another piece for you.
We did it.
Oh. I think it's done. Okay. Oh, you have another. You have your own
Yeah,
piece,
another
Kaden. Look. Isn't that great? It
Nice.
smells so good. We're all hungry. Everything's smelling good, even the cheese. Okay, your turn. Actually, since I have it out, I'm gonna have you guys grate it all.
All of it.
Yeah. So you gotta, when it's a little harder, you wanna push hard down, because then it pushes it. Here, let's put this piece in too. And then Shading, right? Shading can do that. Okay, you do that. So the harder you push it, the faster it goes. Oh, but it's not that hard to do, huh, Kaylin? Not that hard to do, huh?
She's small, that's why.
Yeah. Careful now.
But that's a great way to get your kids involved in cooking and
Yes.
interested.
You know,
Yeah.
it's, there's so many benefits of teaching your kids how to cook.
Yeah.
It's a win-win situation. It really is. It takes time,
Absolutely.
but it's a really good thing. And like I said, when we started the Zoom, you know, I love the Tupperware microwavable products to teach them how to cook. So that way, you know, we don't have to turn on the stovetop or the oven. And we have cookware, we have bakeware, we have silicone for the microwave oven, freezer and refrigerator. So Tupperware is very versatile, but I think when they're young like this, it's good to teach them to microwave cook. And it saves a lot of energy. It will cut on your electricity bill, especially without having to turn on the oven. Because the oven and the dryer, they both are, they cost a lot to run both of them. And then the oven, you know, you have to preheat it, you bake, you're spending, you know, 1/3
I'll be right back.
more time or a quarter more time baking and cooking on the stove top. And then when you turn the oven off, the house is hot, you have to have the fans on or the air conditioning higher and all that, right? So, oh, yeah, and then when you open the Fusion Master, there's cheese all in there too. So you want to open it all up and then put it in here. Okay? So we'll put some Parmesan cheese here too. See when you careful now.
Alrighty.
Okay, so I think you want to use your pot holders because it's really, really hot. So we left this ground beef and the sauce in for 10 minutes. So that's equivalent to cooking it for like 30 or so, 20 to 30 minutes on the stove top. So again, you want to lift it this way so that the steam will be going that way. Yeah. And it's good to have her pot holders on because the steam that comes up is really hot. And it actually burned my fingers several times because I was rushing and I forget. But ooh, that smells and looks so good, you guys. Okay, so yeah, I'll just do this part after. That has some cheese in it that goes in the container. And I think that's everything. So I like my add-ons. This is the Tupperware serving center. And a lot of people think that, oh, it's like for taco dinner night or ice cream bar or, gosh, it's very versatile. It's also for spaghetti night. So everybody can add what they want because some people are picky and maybe they don't want anything. They just want spaghetti, right? And some people like to have it mixed, which is my preference actually. And then I like to put it in the oven in a baking pan with Kraft, which I don't really buy anymore, but I like Kraft pickle slices on the top and then bake it in the oven. But my husband, he likes, because my sister-in-law told me years ago that my father-in-law liked his spaghetti like that. They like their spaghetti separate. So they want their noodles separate from their sauce. So that's how I'm making it. It's totally fine. I have my toppings that I like. So I will be able to throw, and I'm thinking that everybody's hungry right now. So I'm thinking everybody else is going to want toppings too. But the Tupperware Serving Center, I love this. I use it all the time. I've used it since I was a kid. And it's great because it has a cover. It's not a seal. It's just a cover. And I think my little bowls are in the refrigerator because they're so handy. But there's a 2-cup bowl that goes in the middle that's removable. So you could either have it on the side with some more toppings or sauce or whatever. And then you could use this as, you know, another area to put more food, right? But you have your cover. So if you want to take this to a party or a picnic or whatever have you, you can do that. And then when you get there, especially if it's at the beach or camping or someplace that's hot, you could go ahead and put ice here. And then you can have this.
Ah, nice.
And one thing I learned years and years and years ago, which I thought was so clever, you guys, when you go to a baby shower, you put all the things that the mom needs, like especially the first 6 months, you know, after you bathe them, you need all of these things, right?
Yeah.
And you put all of those in here and you give this as a bridal baby shower gift.
Oh.
And then that way, when the mother bathes the baby, everything will be nice in one spot and it will stay clean because it will always be covered. And then once the baby outgrows, you know, all of the things that you need when you first have them and are bathing them and taking care of them, changing their diapers and all that, then the mom can put it in her kitchen and she'll have a Tupperware serving center for the rest of her life. So I thought, oh, that's so clever, especially keeping it clean. Because you know how if you have it like on the dresser, then dust and whatever will get on it, right? So I just thought that was a very clever thing to do. Okay, so let's have our guest of honors come over here. And we want to thank Caylin and Chadin for cooking with us today. Oh, you guys gotta come a little bit this side because this one.
You guys did such a great job.
I know.
So impressed at your job.
Today. And when
Great.
I first got here, I said, because when I was getting ready, I thought, oh, I should do this maybe once a month. So we'll see. I
Yeah.
really think we should do it once a month, and then
Yes.
that way I could teach them a whole bunch of different recipes, and they can cook for their families for the rest of their lives. And this did run a little bit longer than I would like. I would like to keep it actually within an hour because I know everybody's busy and has a lot to do. Maybe next time we'll have to like hurry and I not talk as much.
No, but it was very informational and very productive.
Thank you, Auntie. You're so sweet. So
I
I would
think
like to thank my
did a
two
great job.
chefs today. Thank you guys for hopping on with us on Zoom and on Facebook. And I will have of course, Facebook. Hopefully this will always be here for us to see in the future. And I will share the recording for the Zoom and just check us out in the future for what these two,
Absolutely.
Caylin and Chadin, will be chefing up in the future. And then Nadine, come say bye to everybody. But thank you guys for hopping on. Thank you for joining us.
Right on.
And take care. God bless. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. That was so cute. I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. That was so cute.
I love you guys.
That was great.
Yeah.
Melita didn't even join us.
Did we not show it?
Oh, I didn't see.
Sorry, we meant to show you guys this. This is the after of the spaghetti sauce. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to turn everything off and then I'm gonna read the comments from both while everybody's eating.
No, I don't want to end it. Okay, so we're gonna stop the recording. Well, stop the Facebook Live. Okay. Stop the recording.